Alrighty folks, here we go once more. We are back for another season of the PlayStation Pacific Open Series Tier 1, Round 1 from Portugal. I'm your host Mike Wilson. Nice to be at your place or wherever you're joining the live stream from. It's great to have you back for another season. Hopefully you can join us throughout the duration. Someone who won't be, but just joining us briefly for commentary during the qualifying session. My co-commentator, Sonny Wilson. How are you, Sonny?
Great, thanks. I'm looking forward to some great qualifying action and lots of carnage.
Lots of carnage. Well, I don't know if the drivers will be looking forward to that, but with a new season starting up, there's plenty of high hopes, big expectations, but at the end, it can be just the one winner. Still plenty of races to go before we can start thinking about those permutations in the championship. For now, qualifying just over 15 minutes left in this session. See who can put it on pole position. And so far it's Delicious in the Alpha Tauri, taking the lead there with a 1:16.8 around the Portimao circuit. Try and find a driver on a hot lap. Here's Grim Reaper in the Ferrari, although that lap is invalidated. So we'll try and find someone else on a hot one, I think. Scotty, perhaps? His teammate on provisional poles. Scotty in the second Alpha Tauri, looking to at least join his teammate on the front row of the grid or usurp him. Goes up to fourth, 1:16.9. Times already just over a tenth separating the drivers on the provisional front two rows. Now, did Grim Reaper pit? He went again, so the number 8 Ferrari heads down the start-finish straight one more time. He's going to go for a hot lap.
Well, we have the Grim Reaper flying down to the hairpin of Portugal along the fast straight into the next one.
Double right-hander. Always an interesting little section.
He's in sector 2 currently, approaching sector 3.
Hooks up the apex nicely there through the right-hander and purples the middle sector.
Purple for the Grim Reaper.
He's only got the final 3 turns to negotiate. 13, 14 now, and then that huge right-hander, turn 15.
Down, just back up a little for the, and comes around to start finish to lock an excellent 5th place, just behind Scotty there.
Not a bad lap that one. If you can just find another 2 tenths in that Ferrari, be good enough for provisional pole at this point in time.
And Deputy Dilldog, that's a 5-second time penalty. Well, looks like our Grim Reaper here is low on fuel.
Try and find someone else on a hot lap now. Who's coming around? There's a Haas, I think it is. It's not Metz. It might be Breadman Meakin. Here he goes now on the hot lap, the 19 Haas. DRS wide open, closes upon entry to turn 1.
Turn 2 now, and turn 2, sharp, turn 3, and then along the straight into the hairpin at turn 5, flying down to turn 6.
Had to negotiate the traffic there with a McLaren who just got out of the way in time. Oh, and he's got a bit out of shape there. Coming out of 8, I think it was. So that's really going to cook that lap for the Haas driver.
Well, he's overcooked it at the wrong time, that's for sure.
Still got just over 11 minutes though to make amends. He can either come back to the pits, grab a new set of tyres, or will he go again on those ones, try and recharge the battery? Well, he's not really doing much of that, so I think he's just going to hold on to this lap for now and just try and bank a time.
Well, here he is coming up the hill to complete his hot lap. Just a bit of an overcook there, staying in 18th.
So 1:19.8, it's banked, but it's only going to keep him 2 spots off the bottom at the moment. In the meantime, the Mercedes of Chip goes to the top. That's a cracking lap, 1:16.4. So the Mercedes driver shows us that there is more time out there, with 10 minutes remaining in the session, and Delicious pulls out of this one. Let's the Red Bull of Karma go through. Can Karma produce another 4/10? Can he pull it out of that car? And hello to Kevin Arnold. Yeah, Keegan Jr. getting in on the action. Little commentator wannabe. Just lives and breathes the F1, that boy. He has done since he was about 18 months old, believe it or not. He's even had the pleasure of meeting David Croft as well. They talked all things commentary a couple of years ago, so he's learnt from the best. Now Karma off in turn 2, so that lap's going to be... We'll go back to the Grim Reaper. Apologise to the other guys. I'll try and give you all a bit of love in the stream, especially throughout the race, being the first race of the season. But we've got the Ferrari driver starting off on a hot lap now, so we'll stick with him. He's close to a 1:17 flat. Needs to pull 6/10 out of these tyres. Can he do it? Eight minutes remain in the session. I hope that clock's right too. At the last few races of season 5, there were issues with that that timer showing the incorrect time, but we'll roll with that now. Just a reminder to all of you joining in on the live stream, please feel free to share your comments. Anything you'd like to share, put them in there. Race predictions, thoughts on the drivers, who's your favourite, who's your least favourite, who's going to win, who won't. We want to hear from you. It all adds a bit of colour to the call. Grim Reaper took a 10th off his time. 5th. Okay, good enough for 5th. That just got... It's good enough to go from 8th to 5th with just 1/10 improvement. So times are tight there at the top. Bar for, we'll say, Chip at the top. A full 3/10 out on his own there. So who just moved up then? I missed that. Sorry. Might have been Karma. So Scotty in the Alpha Tauri. Runner-up last season. right in the fight all the way, took it down to the last race. Probably regretted a big shunt he had in the penultimate round at San Marino. Probably cost him his chances of a title win. Spectacular shunt on lap 1. The turning point of the season. And he brings around turn 15, the final corner of this Portimao circuit. 7th becomes 3rd. Plenty of time there, 1:16.5. Now, who's that Mercedes coming around the final corner? That's CBF Rude. He's going to box. Very rude. There's an Aston about to cross the line. It was Buster. He put in a 1:16.9. Goes to the 4th row. His teammate Codstar comes over the line. Doesn't improve. And the Ferrari, I think, we went through as well. He currently sits on a 1:17.2. Started to find a bit of pace late last season. Can he carry it over into a fast and fresh start in season 6? Oh, and that was careless. They're just way too wide on entry to 5. 69 Ferrari makes a bit of a boo-boo. Now, Delicious, 5th currently. Can he find 3/10 in that AlphaTauri of his? Oh, and Karma's gone to the top. Totally missed that. Totally on the ball. Red Bull on the front now with a Mercedes. Where have we seen that before? Delicious. If he can pull 4/10 out of that AlphaTauri, it'll be good enough for provisional pole. Could be a big ask, but he has improved on his own personal time on this lap so far. Just over 4 minutes remain. This is looking pretty quick from Delicious. Needs to keep it nice and tidy now. Just 2 corners to negotiate. This is the only one that takes any real skill. And then it's foot to the floor for 15. Stay over to the right. Don't really need to let it run all the way out to the outside of the track. 1:16.5. Just short by a 10th. Oh, this is good. I hope this is a sign of things to come in this season. Just a 10th separating the top 4. Excellent stuff. What can Chronic Saint do about it? He's on a 1:16.777. Can he find 3/10? 3 minutes remain. Chronic Saint over the line. Doesn't manage to improve, so it's all happening. Rude in the Mercedes. We join you. Oh, this lap's invalidated, so we'll leave him. We've given Grim Reaper enough attention, I think. We might just let it go. Do we go to someone further down? I think we might just rejoin the battle at the top here. We've got Karma. Well, here comes Chip. He does it. He just does it. 4 1,000ths. But good enough for provisional pole at the moment. Can Karma return serve? Not on this lap. He's invalidated it, and I think that's going to be his day done. I don't think he'll have time to get back to the pits and go again. No, sir. Chip looking good in the Mercedes. Grim Reaper fires it up there into third. Just misses himself by 800ths. Incredibly close at the top. Less than 2/10 covering the top 6. And I think that could be all she wrote. Unless my name is Jeff's going for a lap, but he is not. Aussie Blake in the sister Red Bull. He's not on a hot lap. That leaves Banana Cake Pie down there in the Alfa Romeo. Moves up from the 8th row to the 7th with a 1:17.2. Who's going to go again? I think Wee's out there. No, he's finished. All done and dusted by the looks of it. Chip's still out there. His lap's invalidated. Doesn't need to improve anyway. Chip will start the season opener on pole. So the session clock winds down, and that means the race is not far away. England none for 56, in none for 60 in the cricket, for those interested in the 5th test there. So qualifying here in Portugal wraps up. There's your results up on screen. Look how close those times are. 0.17 separating 1st to 6th. That's what we like to see. Could have been anyone's. But CBF Chip will start in the prime spot alongside Karma in the Red Bull. And as we always do, we'll use this opportunity to take a quick break. We'll be back on the other side of this.